Well, welcome to a special edition of HF Conversations. Today, I'm joined by my friend Robbie Gaines, Bluefield campus pastor.
Yes.
We're doing this via video call because Robbie lives in Bluefield and I live about 2 hours away from him.
Yes.
So we're not together today, but I do want to talk about something really important. And so I wanted Robbie to come on to talk a little bit about HF College. Our newest initiative is Highlands Fellowship. Yeah, crazy. In case you didn't know, we are actually starting a college through Highlands Fellowship and Bluefield College. And so I wanted Robbie to come on and share about that and talk through some of that because he and some other of our staff are really heading that up. So Robbie, just, give people a few minutes description of what HF College is, how that came to be, and where we are today.
Yeah, so I think the technical term would be pumped or stoked,
Nice.
one of the two. But really, this all came from what we've already been doing as a church. And so for me personally, I am so excited because not only am I a product of our church being willing to invest into younger leaders, taking a chance on the next generation, but really building up the gifts and talents that God has gifted to young people. I am a product of that. And also now I'm on the process of helping us as a church move forward. And so for me personally, this is such a blessing. And so with that said, Highlands Fellowship, we do one thing very well, and we love Jesus. We love Jesus. We love people. Yeah. And so bringing that alongside of an accredited institution, Bluefield College, it really brings two things together to create this mission and vision to really raise up a level of excellence in the next generation of leadership. And we see it in Scripture, and we see it in the world today, that there's a lack of workers. There's a lack in leadership and all those things. So rather than run away from that, we want to run right into it. And so that's where this all started from, is bringing Highlands Fellowship and Bluefield College for that. In terms of the way that it works, Highlands Fellowship is not an accredited institution, but Bluefield College is. And they have been incredible in bringing this to us. Again, it all starts with our great volunteers. It starts with the people that show up every Sunday, because they're not going to come to us unless we do it great every weekend. And so hats off to you. If you serve at the doorway, you are a part of starting a college. So every Sunday that you're waving to somebody, you just say, "Hey, starting a college here." And
just tell everybody you know that you helped start HF College.
Exactly. And but the way that it works is that the accreditation is through Bluefield College, and they have been so gracious to offer this to us. But the reason for it is because they want to create an environment of raising up the next generation of leaders. As a Christian school, they believe in the mission and vision of Jesus Christ, and they want to be a part of that. And so by way of using the church, and that's kind of their angle for it, and I'm thankful for it. So kind of going back a couple months ago, Dr. Olive, the president of Bluefield College, and Michael White, the vice president of the college, they approached us as a church with this idea. And one thing that they really pressed upon us was that this could be a game changer, not only for our church, but the whole region. If you've been at Highlands for any time at all, you recognize that we are a church that is for the whole church, for the whole kingdom. We have partners in South Africa, all over the world, and also regionally. And so for us, this is an opportunity not only to create a pipeline of leadership for our church, but raise up the leadership level of our whole region and hopefully the whole world. And how much would it be like Jesus to use a small area in Southwest Virginia and to use the church to be a leadership pipeline for the whole world? I mean, it's that is just totally God. and I'm excited to be a part of that for sure.
Yeah, I think that this is such an exciting opportunity because it fits so perfectly with the DNA of Highlands, which is that we are we're stronger when we're together, right? We're one church in multiple places. We're all over the world with our G3 conferences. We're all over the internet with HF Online. Like, we're invested in a community that's bigger than any one place.
Right.
And so one thing that we can do, which is train up leaders that go and do other stuff. There's a feeling in not just church world, but business world and any type of area where it's like, I want to control this and I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to build the best thing and I'm never letting go. And I think for Highlands, we've always been about letting people go, right? They come, they serve, we train them, we give them resources. They, even come on staff, and then we send them out to go other places. And that's cool. Like, we're up for that. But that's a testament to really just the people of Highlands, right? The culture of Highlands, not just as a staff, but as a people, that we're a ascending church, that we're a giving church, that we're a going church. And this is that next thing, right? Like, I agree that what we need is real hands-on leadership, right? It's so easy to be an armchair quarterback these days, or an iPhone quarterback. Everyone knows what's wrong with everything, but nobody wants to really dig in and fix it because it's hard. And so HF College and these initiatives are going to give people really hands-on experience in real life, real world ministry. This isn't just, you're not sitting on the sidelines. This is real life. We need you to help us grow as Highlands, and hopefully you'll need us to connect those things together. So maybe share for just a couple minutes about just kind of the experience that you might have as a person who's a part of HF College in that ministry track, like what that might look like for you.
Right. So I think it's very important to recognize that this is not a college to just create staff members solely to work at a church from 9 to 5, Sunday through Thursday or whatever it is. This is to create ministers of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And Paul talks about this clearly in Ephesians chapter 4, that those in ministry, we're really to equip the ministers. We're to equip each other for the ministry that God has called us to. So with that understanding that we're all in ministry, no matter what our job is, this is an opportunity for all walks of life. So that's the opportunity for the different degree options, like human services and business and management. And those degrees, it's so that we can send people into the workforce, so that they can be ministers in those places. And I just think it's incredible. So the way that that HF College works for your experience is broken down into 3 key components. So you're going to have your academic coursework, and that's brought to you by Bluefield College. And Bluefield College Online is one of the best online schools in the whole country. They are winning awards like crazy for their online presence, which is great for us. We know we're going to be able to offer you a great education. It's not just podunk school down the street. This is a great education. And so that academic coursework is a cohort learning environment where you are working alongside and cooperating with other people that are going through the program. And the hope is that it creates, again, a cooperative type of learning environment rather than a solely competitive. There's certainly an aspect of integrity to make you be the best that you can be, but we don't think that means that you're always fighting against the person that you're with all the time. I always lost in those types of deals, but I'm excited for this for the students that come through. The second portion of it is the practicum experience, and really that's the ministry experience. It's similar to what we've already done with the internships and residency programs, but you're going to have ministry tracks based off of what you're skilled at, what you're gifted at, and what you feel like God is calling you to do. We want to give you opportunity to see the whole church, how the whole church works, as you in communications and on HF Online and all those different things. It's important for you to know at least how HF Kids work. so that you can get a better grasp of what God is doing in the whole church, just as much as missions is and operations of the church. So we want to give experience for that. And along the way of doing that, we want to give people the opportunity to really dive into, hey, I really enjoy being with kids. I enjoy building up students. I enjoy doing communications and operations, being behind the scenes and setting up people for the best. I love those things. We want to give people opportunity to do that. And then the third thing is the campus life aspect of it. We are intentionally setting up experiences for you and other people to really experience everything that you can in all of Southwest Virginia, East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia for me, and around this area, so that you can have that college experience, so that you can fall in love with this area and be passionate about it. I think that's an important part of ministry, is to know the place that you're in. So we want people to experience the place that they're in while they're doing this. And then also around the world. We want to give opportunities to meet with our G3 pastors, give opportunities to see missions and what God is doing through the big church, through the kingdom work that's happening at Highlands Fellowship College. And again, we believe that people are equipped for a purpose. And that's the little tagline that we have. And that's really because we believe that God is raising up a generation, whether you're 18 or 45, that he is raising something up in each and every one of us to do something incredible.
Yeah, I'm just so excited. In conversations with some of our leadership team over the last few months, had come to my boss, Tim, who's the communications director, and said, right, man, I'm really burdened for people who are a little bit younger than we are, who are in high school, who are in college, who are in their early 20s, but really anyone, but especially those people that we're not giving them enough opportunities to use their gifts, right, to see a greater picture of that, right? We're like, well, you should go and do all these things and then come back, or but as a church, like, we can be such an equipping organization. And so at the time, I did not know that all this was going on. So everyone's like, that's a really cool idea, and I'm like, I don't have time to do this, but somebody should. And then a few months later, and all staff, Pastor Allen announces all this, and I just look at everybody like, oh, okay. Yeah. I see that this thing's happening. And so I'm just so excited for people. And if you're watching this and you are really any age, but especially if you are, getting ready to graduate high school, and you're thinking, man, I don't know what I want to do with my life, but I want my life to have purpose, right? I think we can all agree that that's something that anybody wants, is a life that matters. If we want to make this life matter. And so what we want to do with HF College is help you, equip you to find that purpose, obviously in loving and following Jesus. But like, how do we do that in this world that we live in? How do we do that in this, world that's so big but so small and so available at the same time? I think now more than ever, learning how to use the things that God has gifted you with and the passions that you have for ministry is just it's going to be huge. So if you're watching this and you're interested in that, Robbie, where can people go to get more information? How can we help them kind of get that next step into being connected with HF College?
A perfect place is hfcollege.org. Go there. It will show you kind of a quote from Alan for why we're doing this and how we're doing it, as well as some frequently asked questions. And then you have an opportunity to ask questions on there if you're interested. And even better than that, you can apply right there online. And there's no fee with that, which is fantastic. You just click the button and make sure that you click Highlands Fellowship Partner when you get onto the site, and you'll see it, and it's very easy, and we'll be able to follow up with you. And there is a team of people at Highlands Fellowship and Bluefield College who are interested and bought into helping you be the best that you can be. And I absolutely love that, that there is a team of people that are willing to give their life for the education and the building up of other people. And I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Well, Robbie, thank you so much for jumping onto this
Yeah,
conversation and sharing about HF College.
absolutely.
I just thought, you know what, we need to get this out in front of people, and we've had lots of people asking questions over the weekend because we just announced this just a few days
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, which
So
is incredible. And there's already
it's,
been like 20 people that have signed up for it, which is just blowing it out of the water. And
yeah.
I'm beyond excited for it.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things like if you build it, do people come?
Yeah, yeah,
We're going to have to find out.
yeah.
But man, you know, we're just trusting God to do what He wants to do and to do big things, and we're just going to be prepared for that. And so,
That's
yeah, if
exactly
you're
it.
interested, go to the website hfcollege.org and find all the information. Yeah, no application fee. How cool is that? Like
That's
we're doing
amazing.
all we can to make this as easy as possible and as affordable as possible,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah,
So, yeah, you know, if you have any questions, if you want more information, hfcollege.org, or you can reach out to Robbie. I'm sure he would love to chat with you
absolutely.
about that, or Mike Rush as well, who's one of our
Yes,
site coordinators for Highlands Fellowship. So, yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. We would love to engage with you on that. And again, you know, this is just another way that Highlands Fellowship is trying to reach out and connect with people where they are. Right.
right,
People need education and training, so we're going to do that.
right.
And
Right.
man, I'm just so excited, and I love Robbie. I love your passion. I love that you're helping lead some of this stuff. I just think it's
I'm a small part in it.
yeah. So thank you for hanging out today, and thank you all for watching this episode of HF Conversations. You can always subscribe to our YouTube channel, to podcasts. You can watch it on the Highlands Fellowship app and engage with us. And we're excited about bringing some of these conversations even to the main stage here next month from Highlands. So
That's awesome.
cool stuff coming with HF Conversations specifically. So more on that. But again, Robbie, thank you so much for being here,
You're welcome.
and
Thank
we'll
you.
see you next week for another HF conversation.